Good day, everyone. Today, I want to continue with uh, the series that I started a few days ago on how to use Google Earth engine to do your remote sensing work and classify image and so many other things that you want to do with Google Earth engine. So today, I'm going to continue with that series. And I will be dealing more with how to acquire satellite images from this Google Earth engine. So I'm going to take you through step by step on how to acquire different satellite images. And after acquiring them, then I will show you how to export them and then transfer them to your QGIS, where you can then if you want to continue to use QGIS for your classification, land use and land cover, and whatever you want to do with that image, other processes that you want to apply to the images that you have downloaded. So if you want to do that in QGIS, and I'm going to show you how to do that. I mean, how to export the images from Google Earth Engine into QGIS, and then from there, uh, we'll take another series the next time. So if you're new to my channel, please kindly subscribe, like this video, and then please share the video. Thank you very much. Okay, so the last time we dealt with how to import shapefile, into this Google Earth. So I'm going to just continue with that particular uh, part. So now if you open your Google Earth engine, you will just come under the script, and then if you have saved, because the one we did last time, if you had saved it, it would be showing under the script. So if you want to continue, you just click on it, and then it will bring up what you have done, the last time. It is going to bring it up in this particular page. Then you can then continue with your analysis. So now it's very, very important that after you have done each of the sessions, you have to save it so that in case you want to continue the next day, you can continue. This is where you click save whenever you are done with whatever you're doing. All right, so now I'm going to run this again. I'm going to import that shapefile again. So you're going to click on this. You can highlight as many as possible. Instead of doing it one by one, you can just highlight all of them together like this, and then you click run. So when you click run, the Google Earth is going to show you your area of interest here in the map section. So you can zoom it, just like I'm zooming right now, and then you see the map, the area of interest in the map. This is my area of interest, okay? Now, the next thing you need to do after defining your area of interest is to now define the periods that you are interested in, the periods of, of the year that you want to get that satellite image from. So you remember in when I did a video using QGIS, I did a video on how to acquire satellite images from USGS website. So when you do that from using USGS website, is actually a long process, because USGS websites may not even give you the exact satellite image that is within your area of interest. It's going to give you, the images that will cover other areas. So you have to start clipping them. And sometimes from experience, sometimes you might even discover that the images that you have downloaded are not even within your area of interest, even though you have indicated that you want it to be within your area of interest. So downloading satellite images from USGS website will not give you your exact portion. It's not going to define it, exactly. So it is very, very important, to do it, from this Google Earth engine. So, so that is why it is important to use Google Earth Engine for your satellite image acquisition. So to do this, you need to define the period of time that you want to carry out that acquisition. So now I want to obtain these satellite images from 1985, and I want to use 10 years gap. Okay, so I'm just giving this as an example. You can vary it based on whatever you are doing. So 1995, 2005, 2015, then 2025. Now, I also need to say that for each period of year, there are different uh, satellite images that you can use. Now, I want to use Landsat satellites. And Landsat has different types. Landsat 4 and 5, Landsat 7, Landsat 8, and Landsat 9. So depending on the period where my acquisition falls into. So now if it is within 1985, the most recommended Landsat that you can use for that period is Landsat 5. For 1995, of course, Landsat 5 is still the recommended one. Then when it gets to 2005, it is Landsat 7 that you can use. Then for 2015, that period, 2015 upward until like 2020, you can use Landsat 8. From 2020 upward, particularly 2024, 2025 upward, you can use Landsat 9. So now I have to define that. So now this is the code that you're going to use for defining your period. So you can just use this and then modify it based on the period that you are interested in. So now I want to also make sure that my satellite images falls within May of 1984 to September of 1986. So within this period, I classify it as my 1985. Now, also, that means you can select range of time. You can set range of time. If you are not interested in range of time, there is no need to do this start and end. Just put the name and then the sensor only, and then you can acquire that satellite. So now let's run this code. So I'm just going to highlight this and then click run. Okay, so now the next thing to do is to do what we call cloud and shadow masking. Most of these satellite images come with clouds. So you need to clear away the cloud and then some forms of shadow. You need to clear away those, you have to do it with those shadows and clouds. So this is the code that you're going to use to run that. All right. So there is no need for you to actually modify anything here. It's just like a masking kind of thing. You're clearing away the cloud and the shadow. So just highlight this and then take run also. Now, okay. So in this, the next thing is for us to rename the bands. Each of the satellite images have different bands. All right. So these bands are from 1 to, 7. Some even have more than that, depending on the satellite that you are working on. So for Landsat 5 and 7, we need to do a renaming. Usually, the collection that we are collecting from is called collection 2, level 2. That is the recent one right now. So, and it is actually very, very, very clear. So we need to now change these codes. I mean, these names. The bands are named as SR band 1, SR band 2, SR band 3. So we need to put it and give it a more refined name: B1, B2, B3, B4, and so on like that for satellite Landsat 5 and 7. Then for Landsat 8 and 9, is actually named as SR also. SR, it starts from 2, SR B2, B3, B4. So we need to also name it as this. All right. So I'm just going to run this now from here. I'm going to run this code and up to this. So, and then click run. All right. So we're getting there gradually. The next thing is for us to set the visualization parameters. All right. What this means is that we want to visualize only 3 bands, because mostly if you want to visualize a satellite image, it must be in form of composite. Composite means combination of bands. So mostly when you want to see, green, red, and blue, you use, 3 different bands: band 4, B3, band 3, and band 2. So we're going to set that now. So I'm going to run this code. All right. Then after running this code, the next thing is to do what we call, we're going to check through each of the satellite image, and then we'll also build the composite. Now we're going to build the composite. Earlier on we set the bands that we want to use, but now we're going to build the composite here. And after we build the composite, we're going to add it to the map so that we can view it possibly in this map section. So so you can see this is just the code to do this. You can just modify based on whatever you are interested in. So now I'm going to add to this. Okay. So, and I will click on. Okay. So now, after doing this, we can check the map to be sure that it has been added to the map. So this is where you're going to come to. We're going to come to under layer. Okay, this is layer here. So when you scroll down under layer, you see it has actually added them to the layers. We have 2025, 2015, 2005, 1995, 1985. So you can just come now to the map because we already selected each of them. We have selected them. So we want to view on the map to have a rough view of what we see. I mean, what we have done. Then when we get to QGIS, we can visualize it properly. So just zoom across that AOI, area of interest. All right, so you can see now. So this is AOI. So this is just what has been acquired. Now you might not be able to see clearly until when you now visualize it in QGIS. But you can see now that it is showing us that this has been, added to the map. So the next thing for us to do is to perform what we call export. We want to export it, and then so that we can then import it in QGIS. Now I need to say that usually Google Earth Engine will export images to Google Drive, So you need to have a Google Drive, from your Gmail, and so that once you do this export, you're going to find it in the Google Earth. So this is the code that you can use to export this image that we have already, downloaded, and we have extracted, and we have made sure that it is within the confines of our AOI, area of interest. So now this is the code to use for the exporting. Now, under this folder, you will see that Google Earth Engine is going to create a folder for you in your what's it called? In your Google Drive. It's going to create a folder for you. So you can name this folder anyhow. You can give it any name. I just leave it as this GE Landsat Winter Composite, because the composite that I've collected is within the period of the winter period. So now, and then, so these are just so I'm going to run it now. I'm going to run this export. So when I run this export, you'll see what we're going to get. All right, so QGIS, the Google Earth Engine has already finished running this particular code. So the next thing now is to go to task. We're going to come to task. This is task. All right. So when you click on task, you will see that these are the tasks that have been, we have already run the code. So we need to now continue by running each of these tasks, because what we want to do is just because we already has it to export them. So here we need to run so that these images that have been, already prepared can be exported into the Google Drive. So I'm going to just do one of them. Now, let me say that the larger your area of interest, the longer it to take for this to finish running, because this is the last stage where the Google Earth is going to export your image. So, the images have so many pixels. So depending on the size of your AOI, that is what will determine how fast or how, long it's going to take. So I'm going to click on one of them, then we can then visualize it in Qgis. So let me just click on this 9085 composite. So it's going to come up like this. Don't change anything here. Just click, the format is still fine. This is the normal raster format. Just click run. So when you click run, right, it's going to show somewhere here. It's going to show that it is running. You see it's rolling. It can take as long as possible. It can take 1 minute, it can take 2 minutes, it can take as long as possible, So, but let's just give it few minutes. I'm sure it's going to finish in a short while. So meanwhile, you can just, while this is running, you can just go to your, what's it called? Your Google Drive, to be sure that you have opened your Google Drive. And then after that, once it's finished, you can see now it has marked it. So it means it is done. So we need to go to Google Drive. So I'm going to open my Google Drive now. This is my drive. And I'm going to locate that folder. So you can see this is the GE. This is the folder that's been created. So I'm going to double click on it. Good. You can see this is the image now. This is the image that has been, the Landsat 9085 that has been exported. So I need to bring this up in QGIS so that you all can see it and then, appreciate what Google Earth Engine has done, for us. So let's go to QGIS. I'm going to go to QGIS now. Let me minimize this. So this is my QGIS. So now in my QGIS, I'm going to go to layer. Remember, if you want to bring up a raster file, you're going to go to add layer. Under add layer, then you click add raster layer. So I'm going to click on add raster layer. So then here we can navigate to that folder. So I'm going to click on this. All right, so it takes me to the folder where, my Google Drive. So then now you can bring it from, if you don't have, you can just cut it from your Google Drive and put it in a folder on your desktop so that you can easily navigate to it. Now here now it's already in this folder. So I'm going to click on this and then click open. So then I'll click add. So then I'll close this. Go, correct. So you can see now, this is my Landsat 5 composite, comprising 3 different bands. You can see now. So if I want to go ahead to do my land use and land cover or anything I want to use, I want to classify this image, I'll just continue in QGIS. Of course, don't forget you can do this in Google Earth Engine, but I only want to show us in this video how to do this, how to export it to QGIS. For some of you that you are already familiar with QGIS and you don't want to, continue with Google Earth Engine, you can just acquire the image on Google Earth Engine and then come and do your manual classification here in QGIS. The way you can watch, for some of you who have not watched my video before, you can go to my, check my videos in my channel, and then I've done a video on how to classify satellite images using QGIS. So from here, you can continue with that and then go to your SCP and all of that and, continue with that. So just check out my video and then you'll be good to go. So this is how you can download. Now, I want to show you something. Now, if it is something that you have downloaded from USGS website, you won't have it masked like this. It won't clip, it won't clip the area of interest like this. But now it has already clipped out your area of interest. So, but for the USGS website where, we normally download Landsat images, other satellite images, and you will have it raw. It will not be refined like this. So Google Earth Engine makes it easier for you. You can, within just few minutes, you have seen what we have done already. So it is very, very easier for you to acquire satellite images from Google Earth Engine and then bring it to QGIS to continue your classification. Now, the next video I'll be sharing next time will be on how to continue from after acquiring that satellite image, how to now go ahead to do the, the other classifications, other steps, other, geospatial kind of analysis. So I'm going to do that step by step also. And then from there, we'll move on. So thank you very much for watching my video. And like I said, please subscribe to this channel, like the video, and please share the video with your colleagues. Thank you. And if there is any question or comment or anything, please just drop it in the comment section. And I'm also going to put the codes, this code that I used to run this, I'm going to put the codes in the comment section also, so that you can just copy, make some adjustment based on your, your own area of, interest, and then some other things that you're interested in, you can adjust and ask me questions if anything is not clear. Or you can also go online and ask, AI also to give you, but you must, of course, have the rudiments or the basic understanding of what you want to do before you can apply whatever information that you get from the internet. Thank you. And I wish you a wonderful day ahead. Bye.